I started this residency in 2020. I had this idea for a botanical project and I knew nothing about plants. Now we have an artist residency, we're in the 4th year, and we've hosted 18 artists. They're all local from Ventura and Santa Barbara County. I felt like there were a lot of people doing really interesting things in this area and they had no place to show, especially if they were making experimental and environmental art. So I wanted to make a place for them to do that.
I'm Madeleine Ignon. I'm an artist here at Taft Gardens for the 9-month residency. I'm also a lecturer at UCSB and Santa Barbara City College. Here at Taft, I've been kind of doing different tiers of work. I would call them sort of my micro practices, where I have these graphite drawings I've been working on that are kind of portable between home and Taft. This sort of mid-series of sort of middle-size works, these works on panel and these photographs, and then these larger, more ambitious works that I'm doing over here. These 2 paintings that I've been working on, and then this older one, have that quilt-based thinking where I'm working in kind of these panels of shapes. So it's a painting, but I think of them as slightly more sculptural because they're these pieces that are put together. This work is really about isolating my pregnant stomach. One on the beach at Rincon, behind this log, and this isolated belly shape in my canvas. I've sort of positioned my body here and wanted to be one with this and have the belly sort of sticking out from behind it and think of this tree as like my protector, my partner in pregnancy almost. And yeah, I mean, they're like hilarious and so lively.
I'm Stephanie Dotson, and I am a professor at Santa Barbara City College and a studio artist. I was always working with layers, like that paper creates one space, but then exploring ways to have different spatial realities all in one 2-dimensional piece. For me, that kind of like mirrors how it feels to just go through a day as like a parent, a professor, and an artist. You come to the garden and it's there, it's perfect. It's how do you use this as your muse when you can't add anything to it to make it even more than what it is. I just used flowers in my studio that were fake flowers from Michael's. So coming here, it was just like a really easy step to say, okay, I'm gonna look at the blooms here.
When I was in residence, the leucospermums was one of my biggest inspirations. You can see that same Fibonacci pattern in these.
This was one of my favorite plants on the Taft campus, the angel's trumpet. They're poisonous, but they also have this beauty and this unusual sort of hanging quality as opposed to sort of putting their faces up to the sun.
It's kind of amazing to stop and look at the ground enough so that you can identify which oak leaves would work well in a drawing. To have the Taft element that came in being about observation, that's what came into my work.
That's been a great part of being here, is just yes, making the work, but also having this opportunity to take these walks and find new things every time. It's such a different experience than, the average artist studio.